Alright, what is up, y'all? Today we are here with week 2 of the PCP Monotype League. I go up against fucking Chris, and you guys know him. We played in the finals versus him in season 2 of the PCP, so he's definitely a good battler, and he probably has the most Monotype experience, him and Pat basically do, out of anybody. So he's definitely a threat, and he was randomized to the Steel type, which is just about the best type in Monotype. It's crazy, and if you didn't know, Steel typing does get Excadrill, which is a ground type and a Steel type, which completely just dunks on my whole team, because really all I can do is, bring a Rotom, but he has Mold Breaker, and he can just slap Choice Scarf on there, and he's just going to outspeed me and kill me, and it's going to suck. But with that information, I tried to just basically build a team that could, it's literally like a bunch of stuff with super effective coverage versus Steel types, and just about everything either has Levitate, Magnet Rise, or is a flying type. So hopefully that all works out. Showdown likes to mess up your EVs sometimes, but we start off with Mega Manectric here. He does have access to Flamethrower, which is dope. Magnet Rise, just so he can't EQ me with anything. Volt Switch to switch on out of there on things that aren't the ground type. And then Hidden Power Ground, because I do got a bit of a hunch he's going to bring either Magneton or Magnezone. So maybe he wants to take advantage of my electric terrain. Maybe he wants to, just have something bulky in there to fire off HP Ground. Specs Analytic would be rough. And then Scarf Magneton is also very fast and very strong as well. Then, even though, I didn't want to bring this guy because, again, the biggest threat on his entire team is Scarf Excadrill. So, this just dies to that. And even though I thought Choice Specs would be cool because I could possibly trick something like a Steelix, or, just like a bulkier Steel type, something like that. But, we do have Overheat, and if I don't feel like lowering my special attack, I am running HP Fire as well, so that'll be fun. And then again, Volt Switch just to help, switch on out of there versus bullshit. Then we have, I think this guy he's basically going to hide in the back until the very last. He's our win condition. Basically, his thing is, he's on a balloon, so he can't be touched. And I can Magnet Rise up and then still be levitating from the Earthquakes. So, this thing will be tight because he is adamant nature, and I do have enough speed, I believe, to outspeed Excadrill. And it hits hard as fuck with Earthquake for, stuff like a Rhydon or something like that. And then we got Fire Punch for stuff like Excadrill and whatnot, even though Earthquake would do more, but Fire Punch is just for, stuff that, maybe like a Skarmory kind of thing, even though I have Wild Charge. I don't know. We got Fire Punch for fire coverage. Yeah, so basically the thing is to do as much damage to everything as I can with all the team. Volt Switch around on everything, Wall Break with Raikou, and then have this thing in the back to Magnet Rise up and hopefully just get some kills. That'd be tight. We'll see. Then we got good old Dr. Thunder here, our off-brand Arceus, with the Electric Memory, with Parting Shot, Flamethrower, Surf, and Multi-Attack. I don't see myself ever clicking Multi-Attack this game, to be honest. Pretty much Flamethrower and Surf are just going to be our main attacking moves, I think, at least. We're a modest nature, so we do hit a little bit hard, but hopefully this guy is just going to be parting shotting, yes, around, and hopefully give us a chance to set up with our spoiler alert Calm Mind Raikou. Then we got Zapdos, which the Charty Berry, I believe, is the rock one. Yeah, resists halves the damage from a rock type attack because I know he's bringing Scarf Excadrill. So hopefully this thing, which is kind of bulky, we have a little bit of HP in there and whatnot, but hopefully I can just hit everything with Heat Waves. I can defog the rocks away, and then I can just U-turn around on stuff, help keep up momentum and whatnot, all that fun stuff. This one even needs an electric move, and Roost just to, stay healthy and whatnot. And then, for what I'm hoping to be the prominent member of the team, we do have sub Calm Mind Raikou. If I can get in versus, I'm not even sure exactly what, just something less offensive than everything else, especially if I can Parting Shot out on it, then I can bring in this guy, I can sub, I can Calm Mind up, and to have Aura Sphere, you do have to be Rash Nature, which is why my nature is all stupid. But yeah, Aurasphere just completely just shuts down his entire team. Z Aurasphere is just gonna fuck somebody's butt. It's gonna be awesome. And you know, just Thunderbolt for stab. I really only need those 2 attacks. Really, I only need Aurasphere, but I put Thunderbolt just in case. And that's gonna be the team builder, I think. Again, biggest threats on his team are gonna be Scarf, Excadrill. If he wants to bring Steelix or Mega Steelix, that'll suck too. But I can deal with that pretty easy. So I'm not too worried about those. But yeah, let's see how the battle goes. So here we are with said battle. As you can see, he didn't bring a Mega Steelix, which is cool, but he does have probably a lead fortress. Custap Berry is released in our league, so I did expect that. Either Scarf Jirachi or, I don't know, maybe he's running like Calm Mind or something was my first impression. And we got a Magneton, which is probably going to be Eviolite or Scarf. I wouldn't really see him bringing Specs versus me, but I could see Scarf and I can see like Bulky. And then it's, I assume, Mega Aggron just to, you know, take a hit and be able to fuck some shit up with Earthquake and whatnot. And then Excadrill, which will probably be Scarf, but I could also see like a Sash kind of thing. Perhaps like Life Orb with SD, we'll see. And then he's got Silvally Steel, so we got the double Silvallis going on. So I just lead off with Monotype. I figure I can just get an Intimidate off on something and, you know, be able to hit this with a Flamethrower and knock it down to its sturdy. And the thing here is he can explode after he gets up his rocks, but I don't really care. I've intimidated him, and I do have some HP investment, so I know it's not going to kill me. If he gets a crit, it'll suck, but nothing on my team is trying to take a crit explosion anyways. So he does just get up his rocks, and then he eats his Custap, and I know he's going to either explode or do something stupid, so I just go for the Magnet Rise, but he bug bites, so that's what that did. And here comes Silvally. So I just Flamethrower, do a clean 45%, which shows that he is at least a little bit invested, I believe. And he goes out into Jirachi. Now Jirachi is a huge threat, and he can do whatever he wants, really. He can start Calm Minding up and probably have like HP Ground in the back or something, so when my Magnet Rise wears off, he can hit me, or keep me, you know, he can keep me clicking Magnet Rise every 5 turns, so he can keep Calm Minding and wishing up and whatnot. But as you'll see, that is not what happens. I go Zapdos just wanting to get these rocks out of here, and he goes for the Z Happy Hour. And fuck, I knew we should have fucking banned this shit. Cause check this out. He flinches me the first time. I'm like, okay, please let me get these rocks out of here. I gotta Rotom, please. We do break through that time. And he kills us. And I figured I can go get an Intimidate off on this thing, and then I can try to whittle it down with Flamethrowers. But it's a Jirachi, it is a bulky bitch, and I figured I might just have to try to go back out and like Parting Shot around or something. I do decide just to go for the Flamethrower. In my head, I know I decided I was going to Parting Shot out, but then he got up rocks, and I didn't want to just keep switching around and whatnot, and especially if he started predicting me, maybe going for like Power Up Punch or something, it would have been rough. But so I just got to get as much damage on this as possible, or pray for a burn, because he can just sit here and just flinch the fuck out of me, and nobody likes being flinched. That shit sucks. I do break through a little bit there, thank God, but he is able to get the next one, I believe. Yep. And that's 2 things flinched down. So great job, Chris. I hope you're happy so far. Then we go and I get another Intimidate. Thank God, lower this thing a little bit more. I try to go for the Magnet Rise, trying to be cheeky, because I figured that even if I did take this out with a Flamethrower, he could come right in with Scarf Excadrill and just click Earthquake and pretty much kill everything. And I don't want to have to hard switch into my Electivire and accidentally get my balloon popped with him predicting and going for like Rock Slide or hell, even Iron Head or something. So I don't want to do that because I know I need that in the back. Raikou's looking like he's not going to be able to set up on much. Maybe Silvally, but I'm just going to get Parting Shotted, so it's not going to help much. So we'll try to do something with that. But yeah, I tried to get the leg up and go for a Magnet Rise there, and it did not work at all. So now we just get nice and flinched all the way down. That's the 3rd Pokemon that gets flinched down. And we gotta go to Easy Quake Lovin', which I think is an excellent nickname. Frankly, that is a tight fucking nickname, so go me for that. And we get flinched down a lot. And he finally goes for the Gravity, thank God, and lets me fucking hit him. Little piece of shit. And then he can go and just HP Ground me. And since I'm actually faster than him, but I wasn't max speed, that actually does show that he is Scarf. So now I know he's faster than me on this guy too, which is whatever. I know I can Calm Mind up. And actually being Rash Nature minus Spadef Nature does come in handy there, because that almost 2-shots me. and after rocks I can't take very many of those. I have to calm mind up and hope that he's not fucking sturdy. Thank God he is not sturdy, and the Aura Sphere just takes him out. Now, he goes Excadrill. He has a weakened Silvally, which is at like, I think like 55%. He has a full health, what I'm assuming to be Mega Aggron. In my head, I have pretty much lost. If this is Mega Aggron, I have to hope that he just isn't Scarf. He didn't want to bring... I know he loves to bring dual Scarf because we're on a team together in the Alolan Pre-Bank League, in the Kanto Regional, all that shit. I know this man loves double Scarf, so he's probably double Scarf. But the only way I win in my head, because it's the fucking Mega Aggron, is I have to hope that he's not Scarf, kill him with Aura Sphere, save my Z move for the Aggron, and either kill it or do major damage to it, absolute major damage, and then clean up with Electivire. So I'm just hoping, I'm fucking praying, but as you can see, that is not what happens. He is Scarf Excadrill, and you're gonna say, Shaden, why didn't you just switch if you expected him to be Scarf? Because then I would have to, it would have to be a whole series of plays, you know? And he would also have to not be Mega Aggron. But I do have the balloon, and he goes into this guy, which I can just knock out with a Fire Punch, which is awesome. Go me. And then Magnet Rise. He can Pursuit me and pop my balloon, but I Magnet Rise up, of course. And then another Fire Punch will take that thing down. Then he goes into Aggron, and this part is, I kind of just held my head in shame because he's not fucking Mega Aggron. Maybe he just didn't Mega Evolve and he wanted to save his Sturdy or something, but well, no, actually, because he didn't take recoil damage. No, so he's definitely Rockhead. I didn't really ask him about his set, so I guess he could have been Sash or something, and you probably know they're like fucking 4 months behind on uploading, so I can't just wait and see what it was. But yeah, we do take the L on that one, which fucking sucks. Even though, you know, it was a 2-0, it was just, Jesus, it just fucking, being flinched down just fucking sucks, man, let me tell you. And yeah, I was pretty salty after the game, so I didn't tell him GG, I just told him G. So, that was game. Wasn't good, it was just game. Congratulations, Chris, on your fucking win. I hope you're happy with yourself. But, yeah, that about does it for week 2. Week 3, we take on Nathan, who has the Poison type. So, that'll be fun. You know, we can get some... Okay, well, we had a good matchup versus Steel type too, and that didn't work out so well. So we'll fucking hope for the best versus Nathan. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye forever.